بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the Gracious, the Merciful.
والصافات صفا.
By the aligners aligning.
فالزاجرات زجرا.
And the drivers driving.
فالتاليات ذكرا.
And the reciters of the reminder.
إن إلهكم لواحد.
Your God is indeed one.
رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما ورب المشارق.
Lord of the heavens and the earth, and everything between them, and Lord of the easts.
إنا زينا السماء الدنيا بزينة الكواكب.
We have adorned the lower heaven with the beauty of the planets.
وحفظا من كل شيطان مارد.
And guarded it against every defiant devil.
لا يسمعون إلى الملأ الأعلى ويقذفون من كل جانب.
They cannot eavesdrop on the supernal elite, for they get bombarded from every side.
دحورا ولهم عذاب واصب.
Repelled, they will have a lingering torment.
إلا من خطف الخطفة فأتبعه شهاب ثاقب.
Except for him who snatches a fragment, he gets pursued by a piercing projectile.
فاستفتهم أهم أشد خلقا أم من خلقنا إنا خلقناهم من طين لازب.
Inquire of them, are they more difficult to create, or the others we created? We created them from sticky clay.
بل عجبت ويسخرون.
But you wonder, and they ridicule.
وإذا ذكروا لا يذكرون.
And when reminded, they pay no attention.
وإذا رأوا آية يستسخرون.
And when they see a sign, they ridicule.
وقالوا إن هذا إلا سحر مبين.
And they say, this is nothing but plain magic.
أإذا متنا وكنا ترابا وعظاما أإنا لمبعوثون.
When we have died and become dust and bones, shall we be resurrected?
أَوَآبَاؤُنَا الْأَوَّلُونَ.
And our ancestors of old?
قُلْ نَعَمْ وَأَنْتُمْ دَاخِرُونَ.
Say, yes indeed, and you will be totally subdued.
فإنما هي زجرة واحدة فإذا هم ينظرون.
It will be a single nudge, and they will be staring.
وقالوا يا ويلنا هذا يوم الدين.
They will say, woe to us. This is the day of judgment.
هذا يوم الفصل الذي كنتم به تكذبون.
This is the day of separation which you used to deny.
احشروا الذين ظلموا وأزواجهم وما كانوا يعبدون.
Gather those who did wrong, and their mates, and what they used to worship.
من دون الله فاهدوهم إلى صراط الجحيم.
Besides Allah, and lead them to the way to hell.
وقفوهم إنهم مسؤولون.
And stop them. They are to be questioned.
ما لكم لا تناصرون.
What is the matter with you? Why do you not help one another?
بل هم اليوم مستسلمون.
In fact, on that day, they will be submissive.
وأقبل بعضهم على بعض يتساءلون.
They will come to one another, questioning one another.
قالوا إنكم كنتم تأتوننا عن اليمين.
They will say, you used to come at us from the right.
قالوا بل لم تكونوا مؤمنين.
They will say, you yourselves were not believers.
وما كان لنا عليكم من سلطان بل كنتم قوما طاغين.
We had no authority over you. You yourselves were rebellious people.
فحق علينا قول ربنا إنا لذائقون.
The word of our Lord has been realized against us. We are tasting it.
فأغويناكم إنا كنا غاوين.
We seduced you. We were seducers.
فإنهم يومئذ في العذاب مشتركون.
On that day, they will share in the punishment.
إنا كذلك نفعل بالمجرمين.
Thus we deal with the sinners.
إنهم كانوا إذا قيل لهم لا إله إلا الله يستكبرون.
When it was said to them, there is no God except Allah, they grew arrogant.
ويقولون أئنا لتاركو آلهتنا لشاعر مجنون.
And said, are we to abandon our gods for a mad poet?
بل جاء بالحق وصدق المرسلين.
In fact, he came with the truth, and he confirmed the messengers.
إنكم لذائق العذاب الأليم.
Most assuredly, you will taste the painful punishment.
وما تجزون إلا ما كنتم تعملون.
And you will be repaid only for what you used to do.
إلا عباد الله المخلصين.
Except for Allah's sincere servants.
أولئك لهم رزق معلوم.
For them is a known provision.
فواكه وهم مكرمون.
Fruits, and they will be honored.
في جنات النعيم.
In the gardens of bliss.
على سرر متقابلين.
On furnishings, facing one another.
يطاف عليهم بكأس من معين.
They will be offered a cup of pure drink.
بيضاء لذة للشاربين
White, a delight to those who drink.
لا فيها غول ولا هم عنها ينزفون
Never polluted, and never intoxicating.
وعندهم قاصرات الطرف عين
With them will be bashful women with lovely eyes.
كأنهن بيض مكنون
As if they were closely guarded pearls.
فأقبل بعضهم على بعض يتساءلون
Then they will approach one another, questioning.
قال قائل منهم إني كان لي قرين
One of them will say, I used to have a friend.
يقول أئنك لمن المصدقين
Who used to say, Are you of those who believe?
أإذا متنا وكنا ترابا وعظاما أإنا لمدينون
That after we die and become dust and bones, we will be called to account?
قال هل أنتم مطلعون
He will say, Will you have a look?
فاطلع فرآه في سواء الجحيم
He will look, and will see him in the pit of hell.
قال تالله إن كدت لتردين
He will say, By Allah, you almost ruined me.
ولولا نعمة ربي لكنت من المحضرين
Were it not for the grace of my Lord, I would have been among the arraigned.
أفما نحن بميتين
We will not die,
إلا موتتنا الأولى وما نحن بمعذبين
except for our first death, and we will not be punished.
إن هذا لهو الفوز العظيم
This is the supreme triumph.
لمثل هذا فليعمل العاملون
For the like of this let the workers work.
أذلك خير نزلا أم شجرة الزقوم
Is this a better hospitality, or the tree of bitterness?
إنا جعلناها فتنة للظالمين
We made it an ordeal for the unjust.
إنها شجرة تخرج في أصل الجحيم
It is a tree that grows from the bottom of hell.
طلعها كأنه رؤوس الشياطين
Its fruits are like the devil's heads.
فإنهم لآكلون منها فمالئون منها البطون
They will eat from it, and fill their bellies with it.
ثم إن لهم عليها لشوبا من حميم
Then, on top of it, they will have a brew of boiling liquid.
ثم إن مرجعهم لإلى الجحيم
Then their return will be to the blaze.
إنهم ألفوا آباءهم ضالين
They had found their parents astray.
فهم على آثارهم يهرعون
And rushed along in their footsteps.
وَلَقَدْ ضَلَّ قَبْلَهُمْ أَكْثَرُ الْأَوَّلِينَ
And most of the ancients before them went astray.
وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا فِيهِم مُّنذِرِينَ
Even though we sent messengers to warn them.
فانظر كيف كان عاقبة المنذرين.
So observe the end of those who were warned.
إلا عباد الله المخلصين.
Except for the sincere servants of Allah.
وَلَقَدْ نَادَانَا نُوحٌ فَلَنِعْمَ الْمُجِيبُونَ.
And Noah called out to us, and we are the best of responders.
وَنَجَّيْنَاهُ وَأَهْلَهُ مِنَ الْكَرْبِ الْعَظِيمِ.
And we saved him and his family from the great calamity.
وَجَعَلْنَا ذُرِّيَّتَهُ هُمُ الْبَاقِينَ.
And we made his descendants the survivors.
وَتَرَكْنَا عَلَيْهِ فِي الْآخِرِينَ.
And we left mention of him among those who succeeded.
سَلَامٌ عَلَى نُوحٍ فِي الْعَالَمِينَ.
Peace be upon Noah among all people.
إِنَّا كَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ.
We thus reward the righteous.
إِنَّهُ مِنْ عِبَادِنَا الْمُؤْمِنِينَ.
He was one of our believing servants.
ثُمَّ أَغْرَقْنَا الْآخَرِينَ.
Then we drowned the others.
وَإِنَّ مِن شِيعَتِهِ لَإِبْرَاهِيمَ.
Of his kind was Abraham.
إِذْ جَاءَ رَبَّهُ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ.
When he came to his Lord with a sound heart.
إِذْ قَالَ لِأَبِيهِ وَقَوْمِهِ مَاذَا تَعْبُدُونَ.
He said to his father and his people, "What are you worshipping?
أَئِفْكًا آلِهَةً دُونَ اللَّهِ تُرِيدُونَ.
Is it falsified gods, instead of Allah, that you want?
فَمَا ظَنُّكُمْ بِرَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ.
So what is your opinion about the Lord of the worlds?"
فَنَظَرَ نَظْرَةً فِي النُّجُومِ.
Then he took a glance at the stars.
فَقَالَ إِنِّي سَقِيمٌ.
And said, "I am sick."
فَتَوَلَّوْا عَنْهُ مُدْبِرِينَ.
But they turned their backs on him, and went away.
فَرَاغَ إِلَىٰ آلِهَتِهِمْ فَقَالَ أَلَا تَأْكُلُونَ.
Then he turned to their gods, and said, "Will you not eat?"
مَا لَكُمْ لَا تَنطِقُونَ.
What is it with you, that you do not speak?
فَرَاغَ عَلَيْهِمْ ضَرْبًا بِالْيَمِينِ.
Then he turned on them, striking with his right hand.
فَأَقْبَلُوا إِلَيْهِ يَزِفُّونَ.
And they came running towards him.
قَالَ أَتَعْبُدُونَ مَا تَنْحِتُونَ.
He said, "Do you worship what you carve?
وَاللَّهُ خَلَقَكُمْ وَمَا تَعْمَلُونَ.
When Allah created you, and what you manufacture."
قالوا ابنوا له بنيانا فألقوه في الجحيم.
They said, build a pyre for him, and throw him into the furnace.
فأرادوا به كيدا فجعلناهم الأسفلين.
They wished him ill, but we made them the losers.
وقال إني ذاهب إلى ربي سيهدين.
He said, I am going towards my Lord, and he will guide me.
رب هب لي من الصالحين.
My Lord, give me one of the righteous.
فبشرناه بغلام حليم.
So we gave him good news of a clement boy.
فلما بلغ معه السعي قال يا بني إني أرى في المنام أني أذبحك فانظر ماذا ترى. قال يا أبت افعل ما تؤمر ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصابرين.
Then, when he was old enough to accompany him, he said, O my son, I see in a dream that I am sacrificing you, see what you think. He said, O my father, do as you are commanded, you will find me, Allah willing, one of the steadfast.
فلما أسلما وتله للجبين.
Then, when they had submitted, and he put his forehead down,
وناديناه أن يا إبراهيم.
we called out to him, O Abraham.
قد صدقت الرؤيا إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين.
You have fulfilled the vision. Thus we reward the doers of good.
إن هذا لهو البلاء المبين.
This was certainly an evident test.
وفديناه بذبح عظيم.
And we redeemed him with a great sacrifice.
وتركنا عليه في الآخرين.
And we left with him for later generations.
سلام على إبراهيم.
Peace be upon Abraham.
كذلك نجزي المحسنين.
Thus we reward the doers of good.
إنه من عبادنا المؤمنين.
He was one of our believing servants.
وبشرناه بإسحاق نبيا من الصالحين.
And we gave him good news of Isaac, a prophet, one of the righteous.
وباركنا عليه وعلى إسحاق ومن ذريتهما محسن وظالم لنفسه مبين.
And we blessed him, and Isaac. But among their descendants are some who are righteous, and some who are clearly unjust to themselves.
وَلَقَدْ مَنَنَّا عَلَى مُوسَى وَهَارُونَ.
And we blessed Moses and Aaron.
وَنَجَّيْنَاهُمَا وَقَوْمَهُمَا مِنَ الْكَرْبِ الْعَظِيمِ.
And we delivered them and their people from the terrible disaster.
وَنَصَرْنَاهُمْ فَكَانُوا هُمُ الْغَالِبِينَ.
And we supported them, and so they were the victors.
وَآتَيْنَاهُمَا الْكِتَابَ الْمُسْتَبِينَ.
And we gave them the clarifying scripture.
وهديناهما الصراط المستقيم.
And we guided them upon the straight path.
وتركنا عليهما في الآخرين.
And we left with them for later generations.
سلام على موسى وهارون.
Peace be upon Moses and Aaron.
إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين.
Thus we reward the righteous.
إنهما من عبادنا المؤمنين.
They were of our believing servants.
وإن إلياس لمن المرسلين.
Also Elijah was one of the messengers.
إذ قال لقومه ألا تتقون.
He said to his people, "Do you not fear?
أتدعون بعلا وتذرون أحسن الخالقين.
Do you call on Baal, and forsake the best of creators?
الله ربكم ورب آبائكم الأولين.
Allah is your Lord, and the Lord of your ancestors."
فكذبوه فإنهم لمحضرون.
But they called him a liar, and thus they will be brought forward.
إلا عباد الله المخلصين.
Except for Allah's sincere servants.
وتركنا عليه في الآخرين.
And we left with him for later generations.
سلام على الياسين.
Peace be upon the house of Elijah.
إنا كذلك نجزي المحسنين.
Thus we reward the virtuous.
إنه من عبادنا المؤمنين.
He was one of our believing servants.
وإن لوطا لمن المرسلين.
And Lot was one of the messengers.
إذ نجيناه وأهله أجمعين.
We saved him and his family, all of them.
إلا عجوزا في الغابرين.
Except for an old woman who lagged behind.
ثم دمرنا الآخرين.
Then we annihilated the others.
وإنكم لتمرون عليهم مصبحين.
You pass by them in the morning.
وبالليل أفلا تعقلون.
And at night. Do you not understand?
وإن يونس لمن المرسلين.
And Jonah was one of the messengers.
إذ أبق إلى الفلك المشحون.
When he fled to the laden boat.
فساهم فكان من المدحضين.
He gambled and lost.
فالتقمه الحوت وهو مليم.
Then the fish swallowed him, and he was to blame.
فلولا أنه كان من المسبحين.
Had he not been one of those who praised,
للبث في بطنه إلى يوم يبعثون.
he would have stayed in its belly until the day they are raised.
فنبذناه بالعراء وهو سقيم.
Then we threw him into the wilderness, and he was sick.
وَأَنبَتْنَا عَلَيْهِ شَجَرَةً مِّن يَقْطِينٍ
And we made a gourd tree grow over him.
وَأَرْسَلْنَاهُ إِلَى 100,000 أَوْ يَزِيدُونَ
Then we sent him to 100,000, or more.
فآمنوا فمتعناهم إلى حين.
And they believed, so we gave them enjoyment for a while.
فاستفتهم ألربك البنات ولهم البنون.
Ask them, are the daughters for your Lord, while for them the sons?
أم خلقنا الملائكة إناثا وهم شاهدون.
Or did we create the angels females, as they witnessed?
ألا إنهم من إفكهم ليقولون.
No, indeed. It is one of their lies when they say,
ألا إنهم من إفكهم ليقولون. من إفكهم ليقولون ولد الله وإنهم لكاذبون.
Allah has begotten. They are indeed lying.
أصطفى البنات على البنين.
So he preferred girls over boys?
ما لكم كيف تحكمون.
What is the matter with you? How do you judge?
أفلا تذكرون.
Will you not reflect?
أم لكم سلطان مبين.
Or do you have some clear proof?
فأتوا بكتابكم إن كنتم صادقين.
Then bring your book, if you are telling the truth.
وجعلوا بينه وبين الجنة نسبا ولقد علمت الجنة إنهم لمحضرون.
And they invented a relationship between him and the jinn. But the jinn know that they will be arraigned.
سبحان الله عما يصفون.
Allah be glorified, far above what they allege.
إلا عباد الله المخلصين.
Except for Allah's sincere servants.
فإنكم وما تعبدون.
Surely, you and what you serve.
ما أنتم عليه بفاتنين.
Cannot seduce away from him.
إلا من هو صال الجحيم.
Except for he who will be roasting in hell.
وما منا إلا له مقام معلوم.
There is not one of us but has an assigned position.
وإنا لنحن الصافون.
And we are the arrangers.
وإنا لنحن المسبحون.
And we are the glorifiers.
وإن كانوا ليقولون.
Even though they used to say,
لو أن عندنا ذكرا من الأولين.
had we received advice from the ancients,
لكنا عباد الله المخلصين.
we would have been Allah's faithful servants.
فكفروا به فسوف يعلمون.
But they rejected it, so they will find out.
ولقد سبقت كلمتنا لعبادنا المرسلين.
Our word has already gone out to our servant messengers.
إنهم لهم المنصورون.
It is they who will be supported.
وإن جندنا لهم الغالبون.
And our troops will be the victors.
فتول عنهم حتى حين.
So disregard them for a while.
وأبصرهم فسوف يبصرون.
And watch them, they will soon see.
أفبعذابنا يستعجلون.
Are they seeking to hasten our punishment?
فإذا نزل بساحتهم فساء صباح المنذرين.
When it descends into their yard, miserable will be the morning of those forewarned.
وتول عنهم حتى حين.
So avoid them for a while.
وأبصر فسوف يبصرون.
And watch, they will soon see.
سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون.
Exalted be your Lord, the Lord of glory, beyond their allegations.
وسلام على المرسلين.
And peace be upon the messengers.
والحمد لله رب العالمين.
And praise be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds.